So there's a huge name in eyewear. You've probably heard of them, India's own Lenskart. And they're stepping into the tech ring. I mean, they're not just selling frames anymore. Nope, they're launching AI-powered smart glasses. And they're getting ready to take on giants like Meta. This is shaping up to be a classic David versus Goliath story, but for the world of wearable tech. And yeah, we're gonna break down exactly what this means.
So let me ask you something. If you wear glasses, just look at them for a second. Yeah, they help you see, obviously, but what if they could do so much more? I'm talking, what if they could translate a conversation for you live, or pay for your coffee without you even reaching for your wallet? What if they were your personal assistant? See, that's the future Lenskart is betting big on.
Now look, this whole idea isn't exactly new. The race for smart vision, it's been going on for a little while now. You might remember way back in 2016, Snapchat gave it a shot with their spectacles. They were kind of for creators though. Then more recently you had Meta and Ray-Ban team up to really push this thing into the mainstream, and now Lenskart is throwing their hat in the ring as the next big challenger.
Okay, so why should you care? Why is this such a big deal? Well, because a lot of people in the know believe this is it. This is the next huge frontier in personal tech. Think about it. The battleground for our attention, it's moving from our pockets, from our wrists, and it's landing right on our faces.
And when I say big deal, I mean the stakes are huge. We're talking about a global market for smart glasses that analysts think could hit $4 to $5 billion by 2030. A number that big? Well, that's exactly why you see a company like Lenskart shifting gears, you know? They're going from being just an eyewear retailer to a full-blown technology brand. All right, let's meet the contender, shall we? The product is called Be by Lenskart. And yeah, this is India's own homegrown answer to AI eyewear. The fact that it's being designed and engineered right there in India, that's a pretty significant moment for the entire tech scene in the country. Okay, so let's pop the hood and see what we're working with. And the specs here, they're pretty serious. It's running on that Qualcomm Snapdragon AR1 Gen 1 chipset, which, by the way, is the exact same one Meta uses. You've got a high-quality Sony sensor for the camera, and it's all packed into that classic, cool Wayfarer style. But you know what might be one of the most important specs of all? The weight. Get this, they're just 40 grams. That makes them about 20% lighter than competitors like the Meta Ray-Bans. And look, when you're talking about something you're going to wear on your face potentially all day long, every single gram matters. That focus on comfort, that's a massive design win right there. But you know, great hardware is really only half the story, right? The smart in smart glasses comes from the AI. And for that, Lenskart teamed up with an absolute powerhouse, Google's Gemini. You can think of this as the brain of the whole operation. So what does this AI brain actually let you do? Well, it basically turns your glasses into your own personal assistant. You can make hands-free payments, you can get live language translations happening right in your ear, it can give you daily well-being insights, you can take calls, have messages read out loud, and of course, you can snap a photo or record a video in an instant. Just picture this for a second. You're buying a coffee. Instead of fumbling for your phone or your wallet, you just look at the QR code. You say a quick voice command and boom, transaction's done. It's that kind of super smooth, real-world usefulness that could be the thing that makes this tech really finally take off. All right, it's time for the main event, the showdown. How does the Indian challenger, Be by Lenskart, really stack up against the big name player, the Meta Ray-Ban? Let's put them head-to-head and see what's what. Okay, so here's the tale of the tape. Right away, you can see some things are the same, but there are some really key differences. They're both running on that same powerful Snapdragon chip. But Lenskart's glasses are lighter. They use Google's Gemini AI while Meta uses its own. And here's a really crucial difference. Lenskart is building an open platform for developers. Meta's is totally closed off. Of course, price is always a huge battleground, right? So just for some context, the first-gen Meta Ray-Bans launched in India for around 29,900 rupees. Now, Lenskart hasn't announced their price just yet, but if they can manage to come in under that number, that could be a massive deciding factor for a lot of people in India. And this is where you can really see Lenskart's strategy coming into focus. They seem to be betting on two major things that set them apart. First, that open platform for developers we talked about. And second, using Gemini's power to understand regional Indian languages. Honestly, that second point, all by itself, could be a massive home field advantage. So all of this, it's all building towards something much bigger. Lenskart's ambition here isn't just to sell a cool new gadget. No, they're playing the long game. What they really want to do is build an entire ecosystem around vision tech.
So what on earth is a vision tech ecosystem? Well, it means creating this complete platform where the hardware, the glasses themselves, works perfectly with the software and the AI. The goal is to basically weave our vision directly into our digital lives. It's all about making the tech just disappear, so the experience feels totally natural and intuitive.
And this is why that whole open platform thing I mentioned is such a potential game changer. By letting other developers, third parties, create apps for these glasses, the possibilities just explode. I mean, imagine ordering from your favorite food delivery service or tracking your run or firing up an entertainment app, all through your glasses. Lenskart isn't just building a product here, they're building a playground where anyone can come and create.
You see, what this move by Lenskart really signals is a fundamental shift. It's time to change how we think about glasses. They're evolving. They're not just medical devices or fashion accessories anymore. They're becoming a true multi-purpose platform, basically a new kind of computer. And all of this leads to one pretty huge question. With these open platforms and all this integrated AI, are we literally watching our faces become the next app store? It sounds like something straight out of science fiction, I know, but with new challengers like Lenskart jumping into the ring, that future might be a whole lot closer than any of us think.